Hi guys, thank you for joining me in this Yoga Sizzle video. This one's being filmed at the beautiful location of Echo Beach. Echo Beach is the resort we're staying at, and outside is the real beach. So yeah, you might have a little bit of background noise accompanying your practice, the soundtrack of waves and birds and wind. So yeah, enjoy. We'll start on the floor. So come onto your hands and knees, and we're going to tuck the toes under in what I like to call puppy stretch. Reach your hands out forward, tuck the toes under so it's a little bit active. Your toes, your feet, your Achilles gets a little bit of a wake-up call. Then stretch your hands out even further, but your hips pull back. So you really want your butt trying to reach down to your heels. You want your hands to reach away from you. And then pressing your entire hand down into the floor, as if you're pressing, making imprints into the sand. Rest your forehead on the floor if you can. And if your head is off the floor, you might like to use a prop like a book or a cushion or something to bring the floor a little closer so that you can rest your head on something. That way we take a little bit of the pressure out of the neck. Stretching far, far away. Pressing the hands down to the floor. And then trying to turn your armpits down towards the floor. So rather than turn the armpits out, turn the armpit down towards the floor. Maybe slowly, slightly turn the armpits in towards your ears. And then in this active position, can you soften? Maybe even closing your eyes. And connecting to the ebb and flow of your breath. The in and the out, the rise and fall of your body with each breath. The body is already being moved by the breath. And we'll use this body breath movement in the rest of the practice. So on your next breath from here, inhaling, just looking forward. So the hands stay where everything about your body stays exactly where it is. You just look forward and exhale, forehead back to the floor. Inhale, look forward, maybe lifting the chest as well. And exhaling, forehead down. And again, inhaling, heart forward, head forward. You might have heard this cue before. And exhaling, forehead down. And now we're going to do something so that was a bit for the neck spine. And now for the rest of the spine. Inhale, round your back like an angry cat. Lift your hips away from the heels. Arching your back as much as you can. And exhale, sit back down. Again, inhale, arch your back as much as you can. Squeeze your butt, round your back. And exhale down. One more time, angry cat. Squeeze the bum, round the spine, and exhale back. So now we're going to combine those two. So inhaling, angry cat. And now exhale, look forward, heart forward. Inhale, angry cat. Exhale, puppy stretch. Inhale, angry cat. Exhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Maybe lifting the chin. Inhale, angry cat. And exhale, sit back. Puppy stretch. And last time, inhale, angry cat. Exhale, look forward. Keep squeezing the bum. And then inhale, angry cat. Exhale, puppy stretch. And then coming up to a tabletop position. So a neutral spine. And you might like to keep your toes tucked under or pointing the toes. And add on a little bit of balance. So stretch your left leg out behind you without dropping your belly. So lifting the ribs and the belly away from the floor. Your leg is straight and parallel to the mat. And then knee to nose. Inhale, straight back. Or the leg straightens, and exhale, bend, knee to nose and knee to the forehead. And inhale. This time, exhale, knee to the shoulder. Straighten the leg and bring the straight leg across to the right. Tap your big toe to the floor so you're squeezing into the right waist. And then bring your knee back to your shoulder. Straighten the leg out behind you and bring the knee to the floor. Second side. So the right leg goes back. Straight leg. You need to squeeze your butt and lift your ribs away from the floor. And bring the knee to your nose, round your back. Press your right foot back, leg straightens. And again, knee to nose, rounding the back. And press your foot back. Now we'll bring the knee to the elbow or to the shoulder. And straighten the leg, sweeping it across to the left, tap the big toe to the floor. And one more time to your shoulder. Press your foot straight back. Bring the knee to your nose. And foot to the floor. Good. So now the left leg, straight out, and your right arm forward. Knee and elbow together, round the back, and forward. Left knee to the left shoulder, and right elbow to your belly. And reach out. And bring the left foot to the floor. Sweep your right arm up towards the sky. And thread it underneath the left. Bring your right ear to the floor. Now keep this arm strong, pressing the back hand into the floor. And you're going to come all the way back up. Circle your arm forward, bring the hand down, knee to nose. Tuck your right toe and press back, three-legged down dog. Bring your knee back to your chest. As you lower the right knee to the floor, stretch your leg out behind you and knee to the mat. Second side. So the right leg goes back, the left arm goes forward. So finding your balance. And squeeze your elbow and knee together. And press back, reach forward. And then the knee to the elbow or the shoulder, the elbow in and back. And bringing the right foot down, the left hand up, right foot down, left hand up, and threading the needle. Keeping your legs strong, squeezing your bum, and press the back of your left hand down to the floor. Maybe looking up towards the sky. And then you're going to take the hand back. Take your hand up towards the sky, circle it forward. Hand to the floor, knee to your nose. Tuck the left toes, and then lift the left knee. Press your right foot back. And then bring your knee into your nose. Lower the left knee. Stretch your right leg back. And to the floor. Good. Now with tabletop position, round your back like an angry cat. Lean forward. Now you've got a nice long line. And then just a little dip. And up. And a little dip. And up. And a little dip. And up. Then tuck your toes. Hoppy stretch. Slowly lifting the knees, downward facing dog. And inhaling to lift both heels up high. Turn your heels to the right, bending your knees. It's like a bending, twisting, downward facing dog. And then lift your heels up high, straightening your legs, turning the heels to the left, and bend your knees. And then lifting your heels up high, turn them across to the right, bend the knees. Now instead of lifting your heels up, keep your heels on the right. As you straighten your legs, send your weight forward. Twisted high plank. Keep squeezing your bum, lifting your hips and your ribs away from the floor. Lifting the heels, regular plank. Tuck the chin and back to down dog. And then lifting the heels, turn your heels to the left, bend your knees. And we send our weight forward. Twisted high plank. Lifting the heels, regular plank. Tucking the chin and back to down dog. Then lifting your heels, rolling forward, regular plank. Knees to the floor, toes tucked, so back onto the heels. Puppy stretch. I'm going to start combining some of all of this. So inhale to round your back, angry cat. Exhale, heart forward. Inhale, angry cat. And exhale, down dog. And inhaling forward, high plank. Knees to the floor. Sit back onto the heels. Angry cat. Keep your lower back rounded. Heart forward. And angry cat. Lift the knees. And rounding forward, high plank. Lower the knees, neutral spine. So remember, in your plank position, you can always bring your knees to the floor. You don't have to keep your legs lifted. If it feels more comfortable to bring your knees on the floor, do that. But be careful you're not dropping your belly. You still want to keep everything contained. So now combining a little more. We start with the left leg back. And then knee to the nose. Press the leg back. Lean forward and a little dip. Knee to the shoulder. Sweep out across. Tap your foot behind. Back to your shoulder. Tuck your right toes. And then press back. Down dog. Coming forward. Three-legged plank. Remember, you can always bring your knee to the floor. And back to your three-legged down dog. Knee to your nose. Right knee to the floor. Press your foot back. And knee down. Second side. Stretching the leg back. And knee to nose. Stretch it back. A little dip. And pressing up. And then knee to shoulder. Tucking the, and we stretch the leg across. Bit of a holiday brain here. And then back, knee to shoulder. Now we tuck the left toe and press back. Three-legged down dog. Coming forward, three-legged plank. And back. Knee to nose. Lower the left knee. Stretch your leg. And back. Now keep your toes tucked under. Sit back onto the heels. And a nice salute. Circle your hands up. And down. Back of the hands touch. Inhale and hands up through the middle. Out to the side. And down. Inhale and hands up. Down through the middle. Back of the hands together. Inhaling out. Just a little release for the wrist. And out. And then inhaling, lift up. And down. Back of the hands together, inhaling up. And out. Inhaling up. Down through the midline. Back of the hands together, last round. Up. And out. And all the way up. And bring your hands down to the floor. Tucking your toes, lifting your knees, downward facing dog. And maybe just take your dog for a walk. Pedal it out a little bit. And finding a regular downward facing dog. Bring your left hand a little more towards the middle of your mat. And bring your right hand to the outside of your left hip. And you slide your hand down as far as you can. Now if you're up on tiptoes, you might want to bring your feet in a little closer so that you can have your heels more towards the mat. But of course, leave your knees as bent as they need to be. We've got the right hand holding onto the outer left ankle. And you're pushing your left hand forward, grounding down through the feet. Maybe looking up past your armpit. And then swapping sides. Left hand out in front, or right hand out in front, left hand to the right hip. Slide the hand down. Getting a deep twist between the shoulder blades. Grounding down through the feet. And forward. And again, just pedaling out. And lifting your heels up, rolling forward, high plank. Bring your knees to the floor. Pointing the toes, squeeze the bum, lean forward, and come all the way down. Take your hands off the floor, unsupported cobra, and lower down to the mat. Hands next to ribs, Push up to your knees, tuck your toes, sit back onto the heels, and lifting your knees, downward facing dog. And lifting your heels up, rolling forward, high plank. You might like to repeat the variation we just did, knees to floor, come down to your bellies, or keep your knees off the floor and come all the way down to your bellies. We'll all point the toes, all lift our hands, unsupported cobra. And exhaling down. And pushing up to your knees, or you can keep your legs straight and push up, full push up, and back to down dog. And then again, lifting the heels up high, rolling forward. And you might like to do either of the two variations we've just done, where you come down to the belly, or point your toes and move into an upward facing dog. So the hands pull back, the hips forward, bum squeezing, tops of the toes pressing down to the floor. And then we all meet back in downward facing dog. And again, maybe pedaling out. And lifting your heels up high, rolling forward. Bring your knees to the mat, sit back onto the heels, puppy stretch. Now from here, we're going to do our little high kneeling salute. So all the way down, from down, inhaling all the way up. Take your hands up towards the sky. Squeeze your bum, hands down through the middle. And the back of the hands come together, inhaling up through the midline. Arms out to the side. All the way up. And bring your hands to the floor. Tabletop position. Sit back onto the heels, puppy stretch. Good. And then from here, combining a little more. So inhale to round the back, lifting up. Exhale, heart forward, head forward. Inhale, round the back. Exhale, lift the knees, down dog. Lifting your left leg up, inhaling. Squeeze the left buttocks. Coming forward, three-legged plank. Maybe bring your knees to the floor. Maybe you do a little push-up, then back to down dog. And then again, coming forward. You might bring the right knee to the floor. You might do a little push-up. And you might come to upward facing dog. And inhaling, lifting up, and back, down dog. Second side, right leg lifts up, coming forward. Maybe a little dip, and back. And lifting the left heel, coming forward. Maybe you do a little dip. Maybe you come to your upward facing dog. And then meeting back and down dog. And again, left leg lifts up. Coming forward. This time, hook your left ankle over the right. Maybe a little dip. And back. Knee to nose. And back. Now bend your left leg, lift the knee up high, and then turn your knee out to the side, like you're peeing on a fire hydrant. Then you're going to come forward, left knee, left shoulder. And then you're going to step your left foot underneath the right leg, but across to the right. Bring it back. Three-legged down dog, peeing on your fire hydrant. And then bring your knee across your body to the opposite elbow and stretch your left foot out to the right, keeping your foot in line with the right hand. And then bring your right heel to the floor. You might like to stay here in a fallen triangle twist, or reach your right hand up to the sky for an arm balance. And then we reverse, knee to elbow. Stretch leg back, foot to the floor. And leaning forward, or shifting forward, knees down, puppy stretch. Getting ready for the second side. Inhaling around the spine, exhaling, eyes forward, heart forward. Inhaling around the spine, downward facing dog. Lifting your foot up high, and coming forward. And I think I just added on another dip, another upward facing dog. That's what you get for being on a holiday. Holiday yoga brain. we just lift the right leg once more. Come forward, hook the ankle, and maybe you do your dip. And lift back up. Knee to chest. And stretch back. And bend the knee, and you're peeing on the fire hydrant. And coming, shifting the weight forward. Right knee, right shoulder, right elbow. And back, peeing on your fire hydrant. And the knee across the body, right elbow, or right knee to left elbow. Take your foot out in front. And lift up. And we're just doing things a little bit in reverse on this side. And stretch your leg back. And knee to your nose. And then you're just tapping the foot. Right foot across to the left. Knee back to your nose. And leg back. Foot to the floor. And maybe pedal out a little. And shifting the weight forward, high plank. Knee to the floor. Puppy stretch. Again, connecting with the ebb and flow of your breath. The rise and fall of your body. So from our puppy stretch, we're going to move on. Inhaling around the back, angry cat, squeeze your butt. Exhaling, eyes forward, heart forward. Inhale around the back. And exhale, lift the knees, down dog. Now squeeze your butt, and you're going to lift the right leg up. Bring the knee into your chest. And step the foot forward. Good, so we're in a long lunge. Coming onto the left fingertips. Bend a little into the left knee, but squeeze your butt and push the top of the left thigh up towards the sky so we don't collapse into the hips. And then 3 big circles with the right arm, up, back, and down, up, back, and down, up, back, and then wrap your arm behind your lower back. Now bring your left hand flat to the floor. Turn your right toes to the right, your left heel to the left. I'm in a bit of a side lunge. I'm going to lower the hips down. I'm going to lift the hips up. Undo the bind of the arm. Bring your hands to the inside of the front foot. Front foot flat. Left heel to the floor. Now squeeze your butt and use that inhalation to rise you up. Warrior 2. Straighten your legs, reaching your arms up. Turn your toes to the left. And then we're going to roll down. Legs strong, fingers tracing down the middle of the body, hands to the mat. Maybe the top of the head, reaching closer. Inhaling, eyes forward, heart forward. And exhale, curling. And then again, eyes forward, heart forward. Bring your left hand underneath your nose. And then we're going to peel your right hand up towards the sky. Reaching up. And bring the hand down. And the second side, inhaling all the way up. And down. Bring your hands across to the right ankle. But still trying to keep the pelvis level, so really pressing a little more down into the right hip, lifting a little more with the left hip. And then again, peeling your right hand up. And down. And walking across to the left. Hand to the outside of the ankle. Now we're trying to lift the right hip a little. And peeling your left hand towards the sky. And walking back to the middle, eyes forward, heart forward. And curling in. Bring your hands to the outside of your ankles. Tuck the chin and slowly with your breath roll up to standing. Take your hands to the sky. Find your way back to Warrior 2. Bring the left hand down, right hand up, you're back in your lunge, and circling the hand down, step back to down dog. Second side, left leg floats up, knee to the chest, stepping the foot forward, and staying up on the right fingertips, inhaling up, back, down, left arm up, back, down, up, back, and wrap. And now we bring the right hand flat to the floor, turn the left toes to the left, the right heel to the right. And just getting a stretch on the outer hip, lowering down, and then lifting the hips up. Undo the bind, hands to the inside of the front foot. Left heel to the floor, or the right heel to the floor. Squeeze your bum, and lifting up. Warrior two. Good. Now from here, we're going to narrow our stance a little, bring the back foot in. And we're going to circle the hands up. I'm going to twist our legs like ropes, so we're still, again, facing towards the left. And rolling all the way down, fingers to floor, head to knee. Eyes forward, heart forward. And exhale, curl in. Leave the left fingers down. Inhale the right arm up. Use the inhale to pull down. And exhale, hands to floor. Inhaling, eyes forward, heart forward. Curl in. Second side. And curling the arm all the way up with an inhale and exhale, reach up. Inhale, all the way down. And exhale. Hands to the mat, head to knee. Eyes forward, heart forward. And exhaling, head to knee. Good. Now stand firmly onto the left foot. Fingers can come out in front a little. Bending into the left leg. And inhale the right leg up to the side. And you're going to step the right foot forward. So the second side of our cross-legged forward bending, twisting. Inhaling, eyes forward, heart forward. And exhaling, head to knee. We leave the right hand down. Inhaling the left arm all the way up. Exhale. Inhale back down. And exhale, hand to floor. Inhale, the right arm uncurls up towards the sky. Exhale, stretch and lengthen. Inhale, curl all the way back down. Exhaling, fingers to floor, head to knee. Eyes forward, heart forward. And exhaling, head to knee. Now again, looking a little forward, bring your hands out in front. Stand firmly onto the right foot. Bend into the right knee. Then inhale your left leg out to the side. And stepping the foot in front. Spinning yourself back. And finding your way into Warrior Two once more. And from here, we're going to circle the right arm up. Bring the right hand down to the floor, left hand up. And bring the left hand down. Stepping back to downward facing dog. And lifting your heels up high, rolling forward, high plank. Come all the way down to your belly. Pointing the toes, lifting the hands, unsupported cobra. And exhale, lowering down, head to knee. Keeping your head down, your hands down, lifting the legs. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. And again, inhaling up. And bend the knees. Straighten the legs. And lower down. Now lift everything off the floor. Hands, head, shoulders, legs. Bend the knees. And reach back. Maybe you hold your ankles. Maybe you can't reach, and that's totally fine. If you can, without squirming too much, it has to be like a natural, easy grip of the ankles. Otherwise, you stay like this, you're just building strength. Squeezing the bum. If you're holding your ankles, hands and ankles press against each other. And then gently, gently release. And to release that pose, in honor of being up in northern Western Australia where the crocs live, although they do say there aren't any crocs around here, so that's nice and safe. I'm going to do Makrasana, crocodile pose. Bring your legs as wide as the mat, a little bit wider. Toes turn out, heels in, and then rest your head on your hands. But you want your hands pretty close to your elbows, so you've got a little bit of a rounding in the shoulders. And connecting to the ebb and flow of breath, the rise and fall of body. Just like the waves, just like the tide. Letting the breath lift your body away from the floor, the resistance of the floor or the ground, wherever you might be practicing. Just helps to massage and release tension from your diaphragm and your breath. Massages into your abdominal organs. And releasing your hands next to your ribs, pointing the toes, squeezing your bum, pushing up, and finding child's pose. So that can be many variations. You can have your knees together, arms back, head on the floor. You can have your knees wide, arms out in front, head on the floor. And one of my favorites, I call it child's pose squash. Knees wide, hands in between my feet, my legs and my feet, and I can feel like I can get a little bit closer. And I feel like this is giving myself a hug. The important thing is to not, if you're doing the child's pose squash, to not let your neck crunch. Instead, resting more towards the top tip of your ear and the temple. Keeping the neck nice and long. And if you're doing the child's pose squash, roll over the forehead to swap sides. And then we're going to use our hands to press up. And from here, roll over onto your back. Last few bits of physical practice. Bring your right knee into your chest. Hug it in nice and tight. Stretch your left leg up towards the sky and press your heels to the ceiling. Now squeeze your left butt and the top of the left thigh. Stretching your leg as far away as you can as you tap the heel just to the floor. Squeeze your butt, and then you're going to inhale it all the way back up. And swap sides. So you squeeze your left knee into the chest, right leg up, and the heel stretches up and far, far away. Squeeze your left buttocks and the front of your left thigh. Tapping the heel just to the floor, and bring it back up. And then you're going to stretch both legs up towards the sky. Take your arms out to the side. And then lift your butt. Take your hips, or twist your hips to the right and lower your butt down. And then lift your hips up high. Twist your hips all the way across to the right, left. And inhaling, lift up and twist, down. Inhale, lift up, twist, and down. And then lift up, back to center, knees to the chest. Now really squeeze your knees together like you're holding something very precious that you don't want to drop. You're going to take your knees across to the right. Towards the right elbow, so you want to keep your thighs quite close to your chest, not all the way to the floor. Inhaling up. And across to the left. Keep your knees together. And back up to center. And straighten your legs out along the floor. Arms a little bit away from you. And settle in for the final and most important part of your practice, Savasana. So give your body to its own weight and the pull of gravity. Letting gravity be the earth's way of holding you close like a delicate hug. Give yourself to that hug from the earth. Let your breath soften. Let everything melt. Let everything be. Maybe you notice the sounds around. Maybe there's birds, maybe there's wind, maybe there's the waves. And without engaging in any of the stories that go with the sounds, just acknowledge them and move on. Until you notice your senses softening completely.
Again, give yourself to simply being. And when you're ready, you can roll onto your side in a little fetal position. Knees bending, head rest on the arms or the hands. Letting everything equilibrate. And keeping your eyes closed if you can. Press yourself up. Finding a last moment of practice in a comfortable seated posture. You can rest your hands on your laps. Or you're on your knees. Maybe bring the index finger and thumbs to touch. Getting a little circuit for all the energy you've been cultivating to continue moving in and around and throughout your body. As it moves out towards your fingertips, it loops back and moves back through your arms, across your chest, and down through your body. And inhaling your hands all the way up towards the sky. Bring your palms together and bring your thumbs back down to rest at your heart. And then offering up yourself thanks and gratitude to yourself for giving yourself time, quality time to spend with you. And thank you for sharing your quality time with me. Namaste.